Hey guys, you're on the High School Adventures blog, and this is Merisa. I'm a freshman in high school. I go to a public college preparatory school, which is really nice. And, I guess this is where I start telling you about my week at school. Okay, well, I go to a school that has a block schedule, which in case you don't have that, I basically have half of my classes one day, and then the other classes the next. So, it splits up very evenly, and I get half the homework that I usually would, which makes everything so much easier. I'm just gonna go in order though, as if I had a normal day where I had every period that day, because sometimes that does happen. I'd start out with Latin. Latin's pretty fun. My teacher's from Burma, and at first she seemed very boring, and she seemed very angry at everything, so I was kind of nervous about this class. But so far she's been a lot of fun, and all the people in my class are just hilarious, and I hope it stays that way. Because it's the first class of the day, the last thing I need to do is fall asleep. Next I have dance. Nothing really sticks out to me in that class, although I'm very excited to take a dance class because I've been wanting to since I was little, but never got the chance to. So, even though it's in school, and I have to be around people who I'm probably going to come to hate, at least I have something. Next period I have theater, which I love this class. My teacher is hilarious, all the people in class are very animated. Everything about this class is just amazing. My teacher has no shame, which I love. Then I have choir, or chorus as it's listed, with just an amazing teacher. He makes me laugh every few minutes in this class. Unfortunately, we don't have a classroom set for choir, so we're taking over the band room, and at one point they might even move us to the cafeteria, I think he said. But, if we can, this is the first year that the choir has really been set up in this school, so if we can do well, hopefully we'll be able to get our own room and just be able to grow from there. Now, here is where I'd have lunch, so on a day where I had all of my classes, I'd have 4 classes beforehand. On a different day where I only had take 4 classes, I'd have 2 classes before lunch. So, I don't really know anyone in my lunch, which kinda sucks, but, it could be a lot worse. I mean, I don't know anyone, so no one hates me, but no one really likes me either. So I just kinda eat my lunch as quickly as I can, and then I just run, and I just kinda linger around the hallways for a little bit. After lunch, I have biology. And biology is by far one of my favorite classes. My teacher, first day of school, had a huge poster up on his wall saying freshman rule, which just made me, I guess I'd say comfortable in his classroom. All the rest of the teachers just kind of explained to me that I was going to hate this year and that I just had to live through it, whereas he seemed to believe that this is one of the best years, so Stad gets props. Although we already started bullying one of the students, so kind of curious to see what happens in the future. Next I have geometry, which this is going to be hard, because I had a teacher who's almost exactly like this year's teacher a few years ago, and I had it at the same time, too, so, and she was also a math teacher, so it's going to be kind of hard to remember that this is a new teacher instead of the old one. Next I'd have Introduction to Classical Studies, which is basically, it teaches study skills, or organization skills, and it goes into details on history in ancient Rome and in the European area. This class is very boring on a good day, but my teacher is like the teacher from Ferris Bueller, where he is just monotone and has nothing that really stands out about him. Not to mention, I've already taken this class, so I can tell this is going to be the one class I hate. And then the last class I would have would be English. Now, my teacher for this is amazing. If you've ever watched a Glee episode, she's Holly Holiday. She looks like her too. She's just amazing. She's best friends with the students. I could tell immediately that I was gonna like her because the upperclassmen were just visiting her before every class. They trusted her to watch her stuff when they would go to other classes or whatever they were doing. So I can already tell that this teacher is going to be amazing. Not to mention, English is one of my favorite classes, so having a good teacher for that just puts it above the rest. Although, I have to say, on the first day of school, she gave me homework, so hope that I really hope that she's not the one teacher who gives out like essays every weekend and just homework that makes me stay up all night. But so far her track record is not too good. And I've already gotten homework for the rest of my classes, which is kind of weird because I thought the first week of school was just signing in and such. But apparently not. I already have quite a lot of homework. I guess in the next, or the rest of the year, the rest of my little high school adventure, I'm looking forward to making some friends, because right now no one really knows me. And I hope that my classes don't become all boring and weird, because I would hate for that to happen. I want to be able to enjoy this year and not have to worry about just stressing out or whatever, so hopefully this year is simple, painless, and just I get through it without any stars. And that's my first week, so I guess that's it. See you next week, guys.